It's Christmas Eve, the middle of a deep freeze. The city clocks had only just gone 3. Scrooge and Cratchit in the counting house. Let me explain what this is all about. 7 years ago this very night, his sole friend and business partner died. Jacob Marley, dead as a doornail. Scrooge the sole mourner, a very cheap funeral. Now Scrooge he looks ill. Thin blue lips are the words from the quill. I don't mean to get lyrical, but his greed affects his physical. His nephew Fred has cheeks glowing red. A generous soul is what Dickens says. A sparkle in his eye. Dine with us tomorrow, he's denied. A knock at the door. Charity workers out to help the poor. Scrooge is very blunt with this statement. Let them die, decrease the population. Then Scrooge heads home, a house playing hide and seek alone. Now tell me, would it shock ya? He sees Marley's face in the door knocker. He steps inside and sees a locomotive hearse before his eyes. Darkness is cheap, and Scrooge liked it. Grill for dinner, have you ever tried it? Scrooge double locked himself in. It seems something is getting under his skin. Then every bell in the house rings out. Jacob Marley is back, they announce. A Christmas carol for Christmas Eve. A Christmas carol for Christmas Eve. This is a warning all about greed. This is a warning all about greed. Scrooge is changed by the things that he sees. Scrooge is changed by the things that he sees. Past, present, future, believe. Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol. The sound of dragging chains on the floor. Jacob Marley walks through the heavy door. His chain wound about him, head to feet. Cash boxes, keys, padlocks, deeds. The spectre raised a cry. I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link. That kind of line can really make you think. He makes Scrooge bear witness and says mankind was my business. Welfare was my business. The greed and selfishness is a sickness. Prepare yourself for tonight. 3 spirits are gonna show you the light. Then he heads to the window. The air was filled with phantoms when the wind blows. A Christmas carol for Christmas Eve. A Christmas carol for Christmas Eve. This is a warning all about greed. This is a warning all about greed. Scrooge is changed by the things that he sees. Scrooge is changed by the things that he sees. Past, present, future, believe. Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol. The first spirit, strange like a child or like an old man. Yeah, that's wild. I am the ghost of Christmas past. Walk with me, we're about to go back. He sees a solitary child, neglected by his friends, exiled. His old boss Fezziwig, small gestures that create happiness. A girl in a morning dress, a breakup Scrooge can never forget. A golden idols displace me, gain engrosses you lately. Scrooge can't take the breakup. When he sees the family he gave up, he says haunt me no longer. Sometimes your past can be filled with monsters. A Christmas carol for Christmas Eve. A Christmas carol for Christmas Eve. This is a warning all about greed. This is a warning all about greed. Scrooge is changed by the things that he sees. Scrooge is changed by the things that he sees. Past, present, future, believe. Charles Dickens, A Christmas. The ghost of Christmas present is the next apparition. A room full of food in Scrooge's vision. A jolly giant dressed in green. No sword where the sword should have been. He said, Scrooge, touch my robe. Then they're both flying towards the homes of the Victorian rich and the poor. We see the ghost bless them all. Then they stop at the Cratchit's house. Theme of family is what this is about. We see the Cratchits who don't have a thing, enjoying the gifts that money can't bring. But a shadow lurks. Tiny Tim might die if he gets any worse. Scrooge seems to show empathy. Will he live? I see a vacant seat. Just before he goes, ignorance and want in the spirit's robes. Yellow, meager, ragged, wolfish. It's clear that men like Scrooge are the culprits. Have they no refuge? The spirit replied, Scrooge's words he used. Are there no workhouses? No prisons? Scrooge's own words come back to hit him. A Christmas carol for Christmas Eve. A Christmas carol for Christmas Christmas Eve. This is a warning all about greed. This is a warning all about greed. Scrooge is changed by the things that he sees. Scrooge is changed by the things that he sees. Past, present, future, believe. Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol. The last ghost is gonna scare you the most. It slowly, gravely, silently approached. Shrouded in a deep black garment, an outstretched hand points towards the darkness. Follow to a new scene, a part of town that Scrooge had never been. The whole place reeked with crime, straggling streets and misery combined. Inside a shop, thieves barter over a dead man's clothes, karma. Then we see a deathbed, the spirit's hand points towards the head. Scrooge can't look and see his own face. Then he's transported to his own grave. Ebenezer written on the gravestone. No Christ Scrooge, please let me atone. A Christmas carol for Christmas Eve. A Christmas carol for Christmas Eve. This is a warning all about greed. This is a warning all about greed. Scrooge is changed by the things that he sees. Scrooge is changed by the things that he sees. Past, present, future, believe. Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol. The final stave and Scrooge is changed. Nothing about the old Scrooge remains. Happy as an angel, light as a feather. Golden sunlight, note the change in the weather. A splendid laugh, an illustrious laugh. A father to a long line of laughs. Time to get that prize turkey, a gift for the Cratchits. That's right, you heard me. Dressed in its best, with money for the poor, not a farthing less. A great many back payments are included. For all the years he was deluded. He heads to Fred's, this is gonna be a Christmas they will never forget. And Tiny Tim, he did not die. It seems like they both shared the same timeline. A Christmas carol for Christmas Eve. A Christmas carol for Christmas Eve. This is a warning all about greed. This is a warning all about greed. Scrooge is changed by the things that he sees. Scrooge is changed by the things that he sees. Past, present, future, believe. Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol.